Hello.
So you're a Pepsi girl. I just realized you're not a Coke girl. You're a Pepsi girl.
I am, and
Yeah.
I know some people who feel so strongly the other way. I'm not like I'll do Coke or Pepsi, depending on what they have. Quite honestly, I gave up diet soda for a super, super long time because I'd heard it's not the best for you. And
Mm.
now I treat myself to like one a day.
I mean, what is good for you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on.
I
All
treat
right, let's move
myself to
this
one
over
a
here.
day and I really like it. So, but I've been out like hiking today and getting my exercise in, and I didn't even have time to put regular clothes on. My hair's a bit tousled, my lips are a bit parched. I am just a mess. Yeah.
The funniest thing about you is that you pick up the very littlest thing, right?
Oh my God, because I
And
think because I've lived all over the country and stuff, and like just the way, yeah, it's just
I
so cute.
just love,
So you guys out in audience land,
just love it.
before you went live, I said, "Do I need lipstick?" And Janine said, "Oh, your lips just look a little parched." And for some reason, I've been finding that so amusing because I
Well,
just thought it was
you
so
don't.
cute.
She looked like she needed a little hydration. That's what I tried to say. I used the word parched, but I thought she looked like she needed a bit of
So
hydration. And,
I have been chapsticking away.
yeah, how do you tell a friend that? So,
I
you
think
were
mostly I'm
busy
so
today.
impressed you could see me that clearly because, like, I'm
Yeah,
like
it's
at that
very cool.
age that I'm looking at the screen and I can see me and I can see you and I can see that you have burgundy on. You look very pretty, but I don't think I could tell if your lips were parched.
No, they're a little shiny because I still wear the 1980s lip gloss because that's how I roll.
Okay.
And
Anyway, put in
honestly,
comments if you think my lips look parched,
nope, not
audience.
anymore because you put stuff on
Okay.
them. They look very hydrated now. You have hydrated lips. Hey, Mary Grace, when do you think this new bracelet? It's causing stirs, man. It's causing stirs. When do you think Bramble's gonna drop? We need to
Oh
talk
my
about
God, I
this.
love that.
How pretty is that?
Is that
10
Park Lane?
individual bracelets.
Is
You
that Park Lane?
Yeah.
It's
When's
very
what,
pretty.
do you have the lot? Do you have the 411 on this? Because I have so many people interested. I'm just so excited about this bracelet.
I do not. I don't even. When'd you get it?
You know what? I got it a week after everybody else. I came home to it this weekend. Everybody else got it last week. We
Oh,
earned
I
it
am
for
so bad
Stop
about opening
Saturday.
all my packages. That's why. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
love
so
it.
pretty. And it's
Hmm.
10 individual bracelets. It's called Bramble, guys. I'm just showing it really super, super quick. Thought maybe Mary Grace might have the 411 on this, but she doesn't. Because I always like to do a little sneak peek, but I also like to know like when's it coming. But what a cute bracelet to buy like for Christmas
I
or the
love it.
holidays. Let's say the holidays, and break it up for 5 friends. They each could get two, right? Because
Yeah.
there's 10 total. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I
sorry.
think. I think I'm taking a risk here because I'm hoping I'll be able to get it.
Well, it's not available yet. Not available yet. And you probably have it in with your stuff, like you probably have boxes you haven't opened.
How
That
many
and the new
people? How
Dazzle
many people
box.
are watching right now?
17. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So we always like to talk for the first couple minutes just to give you guys chances to come in. We need to move these over into the different groups. But tonight we are live on the Grace and Grit Studio business page. We're also live in the Grace and Grit Studio group, and we're live on YouTube. So no matter where you're watching us, please say hello, say hi. There's a bunch of people hopping on right now. Thank you so much for hopping on. And once you do hop on, if you could do us a solid and just let
Do
us
us a
know,
salad.
solid, and let us know who your stylist is, who invited you here tonight. What is that person's name? We would love to know. Every Monday night, Mary Grace and I get together and talk about our parched lips. And then we come live to all of you. And we answer 4 simple questions about the business. We talk about Park Lane, and then we allow you, for the price of admission, to fill out a Google form. And one of you on this particular stream is going to be our winner of the free jewelry every single week. And Mary Grace puts a curated package together for our winners. This is our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Lewandowski. And I always have the distinct honor on Monday nights to interview her and just pick her brain a bit about direct sales, what we do for a living, why Park Lane fits into that, and really what is up and coming and new and fun with Park Lane. So thank you so much all for joining us. Thank you, Mary Grace, for yet again being on here on Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern,
Big
6
night.
Central. It's always a big night for us. So I always love to ask you this first question because I feel like every week you answer it differently. And every week I learn something new. So I already dropped the direct sales brand name. Okay, I've already dropped that. So let me ask you, why direct sales? Like, what really is it? And how does it differ from the buzzword of MLM or multi-level marketing?
Yeah, I would get the two mixed up too. In fact, I feel really grateful that when I first started asking questions about this industry, that no one said direct sales. They just said, "Oh, it's like running your own business," which it
Yep.
is, you know. But if I'd heard direct sales, I might have thought, "Oh no, is that one of those things where you're supposed to try to get your friends and family to sign up and everything?" And to my knowledge, one of those pyramid things is really considered illegal. But no, it's completely legitimate business. But direct sales really means direct to consumer.
Right.
So we are a liaison between the company and the customer. And it's kind of like having some personal service. Okay. Many people aren't really liking shopping in the malls right now or in stores. They want to do their shopping online. But when they're doing their shopping online, they don't always know who to ask a question of, whose opinion. And we romance, I'm very proud of that. We actually romance and
We
show the
do.
different ways that you can use our product. You may not even know you need our product until we show you how to use it. So we're very much sales. You know, Sales is the center of what we do. And the party plan is the
Yeah,
center of
sales
what we
centric.
do. We love that we don't have to really do any cold calling, that our hostesses like invite us to show our product to their family and friends. And they get free stuff for doing so. And that's called like a party plan. And
Right.
then multi-level marketing is different in that that's where, like, if you're picturing, if anybody was always thinking like if it was some kind of shape, yeah, that you're looking at what the
Some kind
different
of shape.
levels are, and it's important to keep the different levels in line. They're doing most of what they do online. Their emphasis is recruiting as opposed to selling. So that's why people think direct sales and multi-level marketing are the same, because we both work from our homes and stuff and run our own businesses, but they're actually very different. So this is direct sales. Party
So
plan.
I love that this is direct sales. I love it's party plan based. And I love that we are personal shoppers. That's what I got out of what you said. Personal and private shoppers, private liaisons to our clients, which
Yes.
is super
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay. So now that we know what direct sales is and how it differs in the industry, where does jewelry fit in?
Yeah, because like the model, actually, like, I feel so sad for myself and for society that if I had heard the word direct sales, then I might have just never even taken the time to find out what this was, because it has been such a blessing in my life
Blessing.
as it has in yours. It is running your own business with all of the benefits and none of the overhead and risk. It's absolutely just the perfect place to be. I will admit that I was with another company. There's nothing to admit. I'm very proud of that. I
Yeah.
was with another company for 12 years. I've been with Park Lane for 15. And when I first started with that other company, as most people do, I kind of fell into direct sales. Like, I went to a party and I thought, well, that looks fun. And I let the
Yeah.
person know that I would like more information. I didn't know enough to think, oh my gosh, I absolutely love direct sales. This is the place to be. I love the
Right.
model. It's changed my
Right.
family's life. And now what product should I sell? I just fell into what I did then, which was candles. Now, started to have concerns about my company, and rightfully so, because they're gone now. You did too. You were at the different company, Baskets. Then
Yeah.
we knew, okay, I love the direct sales model, but now I want to find the best product and the best company. And we went on a search. So we've already
Yes, we
kind of
did.
done the interviewing, like when you're in the market for a new vacuum cleaner, and you're all ready to do your due diligence of consumer reports and comparison shopping, and then your best friend says she just got the best vacuum cleaner in the world and you can just skip
you're
all
buying
the
that.
other stuff. Yeah.
You're buying that one.
That's what I'm doing for you people here tonight, because I already did all the research, so you can skip. But jewelry is, if when you're running a business, if you can represent a product that is so appealing to the majority of the population, that's really important. And that's what
Right.
jewelry is. If you are looking for a product that isn't going to go away, that isn't just a
Right.
fad, you want to look at something that's been around for a super long time. That is jewelry. 150,000 years it's been around. If you want to look at something that has a continued rate of, popularity, that you're not worried that it's going to go out of business or something, that's where you want to do jewelry, where they forecast like $43 billion. Okay. Men, women, children,
Right.
one of the top 3 gifts in the world: candy, flowers, and jewelry. Research shows that jewelry is one of the only items that actually goes up in sales during economic hard times. That and lipstick, because parched.
Parched.
But so people aren't buying houses and cars, maybe, but they're still they'll buy a piece of jewelry, right?
Right.
Let's look at it from our standpoint. This is something I don't know that I even really anticipated being as wonderful as it is, but we actually wear our product. And the reason that's so fun is because we're out in the world with our product on, we're on camera with our product on. People are asking us all the time, where did you get that necklace? Where did you get that bracelet?
Yep.
Oh, just so happens. But not only is it just us out there wearing it, so are our customers. So is everybody that's been associated with us. And they are sending us back referrals because they're out in the world. It's free advertising, it's absolutely wonderful. And it withstands the test of time. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
we were talking about as we get older, and it's like, styles change, trends
Yeah.
change. Some we can
Yeah.
do when we're older, some we can't. But young, old, in between, pregnant, not pregnant anymore, jewelry is always a fit. And you're never going to be accused of looking inappropriate when your jewelry's on trend. So it is actually a really important thing to keep you young, to keep you in the know. And I have loved that aspect of being in the jewelry business too.
I love that. And I love that jewelry is one piece of the fashion industry that does fit all women.
Yes.
It's the most inclusive thing in fashion
And
that
can we talk
fits.
about training? Do I have to teach anybody where a bracelet goes?
No, it goes here.
No. And if I do, they might want to go try something else.
Might not be the right fit.
No, we all know where this stuff goes. Do we have to worry that someone's going to ingest it or put it on their body and that it might
No.
cause some kind of, problem?
Reaction.
Do we have to worry that there's going to be a fire in their house because I'm lighting it? No, it's just, and people just love to play in jewelry. It's so universally appealing. And I have just found that when I was adding people to my team in my last company.
Oh, she got a call. Let's give her a second, because this does happen where she gets calls and her screen goes blank, but I can always finish. She'll be back. I can always finish what she was talking about. The fact of the matter is that jewelry actually appeals to everyone. So we appeal to all ages, all sizes, and that is one of the greatest parts about Park Lane. Did you get a call, Mary Grace?
So if people are good at technology, they can do it. If they're not good at technology, they can do it. It's just perfect.
I love you so much. I love you. So this is a year and a half of her and I doing this. So now, I mean, that used to happen, and the hair on the back of my neck used to stand up.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, she got a call. Just talking.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
And you
So
have
now
taught
we
me
know-
so many times how to turn my calls off.
And that really, the one cool thing is you truly don't have to be that. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I'm not as technologically sound. I'm like, you don't need to be. Like, you're fine.
Oh,
We will teach you. We will help you. We'll share every piece of knowledge that we have every step of the way. That's what we do here. We're a family. That's what we do. Okay. So now that we know what direct sales is and we know where jewelry fits in, can you please share with everyone where Park Lane fits into this? Like, why is Park Lane the choice?
Yeah. So when I was on my search, I knew once I was like, okay, now, all roads go to jewelry. I was thinking, okay, jewelry. And then I was like, now I have to choose what company. I was interviewing with several, and quite honestly, several wanted me. They didn't know about the technical problems. Anyway,
They weren't aware of that.
and when I was making my final decision, actually, it wasn't even a big decision. I knew it was so like over the top. It was such a big difference. But Park Lane has so many wonderful things going for it. And the first thing is just the line in and of itself. Okay,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
it's for everybody. We have something for everybody. And what I found is all the other jewelry companies normally beautiful stuff, but they generally had a focus, like maybe it was silver, Swarovski crystals, or beads or charms, or I'm go pearls, and I loved that we were full service. I also love that we've been around since 1955.
Yeah.
So that means more today after we lived through COVID so abundantly. It means more than it ever did. But we've been around since 1955. We're cash rich, we're debt free. Okay. That gives us so much buying power. So we have so much power in the industry, and we're so often are the first ones to get our hands on the latest trend or whatever.
First.
Yes. I've learned so much here. Like,
Oh, yeah.
just a very supportive, wonderful organization, group of people. I just feel like somebody said it once, and I thought I loved how they put it, that it's a personal personal growth with a profit plan. Because we just learn to be like better people and more giving and more wonderful
Yeah.
all the time. At least we try
It's
running our
true.
own businesses. But with Park Lane too, it comes from their generosity, their program. So their customer program with the customer sale, most generous in the industry. Nobody else can afford to do such a thing. They don't know how we do it, but it's
Right.
because we're debt free and we're cash rich, and we've been around since 1955, and they invested their money and blah blah blah. The customer plan. Now, the reason you guys, I'm going to talk about this customer plan just for a minute, because I think it's really fun to educate people in different aspects of business, regardless of whether or not you decide to join us. But so brilliant on Park Lane's part,
Oh, for sure.
because that customer buying plan does so many wonderful things, not just for the customer, but for the hostess who invited everybody, and for the rep who is us. And I'll tell you why. Because it's buy two for regular, get four for half.
Right.
There's a point where if they spend a certain amount of money, they get a bonus item. Okay. Now they're going out of our parties most often with just such a array of jewelry, 6 to 8 pieces, and they're thrilled because they got such a good value. And we're thrilled because we get paid commission on what people buy. So that's something to think about. Like if I was comparing $5 jewelry to the Park Lane buying program, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably sell a lot of $5 jewelry, but I'd have to sell a really lot of $5 jewelry to a lot of different people in order to be able to accomplish what I can here at Park Lane with one order where everybody's so thrilled. And mind you, what I said earlier, they're all out there in the world wearing that jewelry, and it's not just one piece; it's 6, 8 pieces, and it's amazing because it comes back to us in so many different ways. The hostess gets rewarded based on how many orders she collects. So, like at 10 orders, they get double. So we used to like always ask people, "When's your double when's double hostess credit or whatever?" And with Park Lane, I could say every day, every day. So it's $20 free per order. But when you get to 10 orders, it's $40 free per order. So we literally have people out collecting 10 orders and then going out and collecting 10 more. And every time they're getting $400 in free jewelry. It's crazy. Okay. It's just amazing. Word of mouth, great advertising, all that good stuff. And then the commissions that they pay us. We're the highest paid people in Park Lane. I mean, in no, we're not.
That too.
We are the highest paid. That would be the owners. Yeah. We are the highest paid fashion directors in the industry. Is that what I was trying to say? And we have all the other perks as well. So something that I want you to listen to very carefully, because if you have ever looked into direct sales before, every other company has expectations. There are certain minimums that you have to do in order to keep your title. Okay. Here at Park Lane, we will not have that. We will not lead with fear and intimidation. So once you achieve a certain title, like I'm an executive company vice president, I worked hard to achieve that. But if I were to leave for 4 months and come back, I would still be an executive company vice president. Yes.
Don't lose your title.
So yes. So we love that there's none of that going on, because that was if you've experienced it, you'll know what I mean, but it can be a relationship stressor when you're like worrying about what people are doing and if they're going to do anything and you get to keep your title and your pay. So that's a biggie. That's a real biggie. And we started at 30% commission and can go all the way up to a 50% commission, plus the commissions that are paid on our teams, which are absolutely over the top, wonderful weekly,
A
monthly
lot.
bonuses. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A lot more
Yeah.
than what we're used to from what we came from. Mary Grace
Yeah.
is very humble when she speaks about this. So I always like to throw this in. Her organization, the Grace and Grit organization, is made up of leaders like myself we have like literally hundreds of years of experience in this industry. I'm here 31 years. So you're here a long time and you know what to look for. So you're
Yeah.
talking to people that know exactly what to
Oh,
look for,
yeah.
have done all the spreadsheeting, have done all the work. We actually have a question from Jan Seibel. She said, so you get paid money on your orders, not on the dollar amount? Just curious. I think she just didn't understand what you were
Oh,
saying.
no. The hostess gets to pick free stuff based on her number of orders,
Right.
but we get paid on the amount.
On the
Okay.
amount of orders. Yeah.
So if you look at that customer sale real quick, you guys, if we say we just need 10 orders, it could be 10 $30 orders and your hostess
Yeah.
is going to get $400 free. It's crazy. But normally, once your customer's looking at where the value is, it's really normally going to be $100 orders, which is $1,000 or more in sales for an average party for us. And then we're taking home 30 to 50% of that. That's an amazing couple hours of work, especially when it's like easy peasy.
And
Go
that
ahead.
customer sale
Yes.
drives that $100 per order
Oh my
amount.
gosh,
This is
yes.
what is key, because you and I both know we came from industries, and there's many out there, that you were lucky with a large show to have a $500 party. That was a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
So, and now it's very, very simple. Or we get those gals, like you said, who just collect 10 orders. And when they get to 10, they go, okay, here they are. And then boom, they get 400 in jewelry. They could have 10 people buy a pair of impressions earrings for
Yeah,
$30.
absolutely.
There's
Absolutely. Yeah.
no limit. No, that's the great part about it. So I hope that answered your question, Jan. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So Mary Grace, this is the age old question. And we answer it differently no matter when we're talking, but why is now the best time to join Park Lane?
Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, they're doing some really amazing things right now.
They are.
So the kit's $129. Now, what you get for that $129, in my old company, it would have been like this pre-chosen kit.
Right.
Everyone who started their business got the same exact thing. No, here at Park Lane, you get to choose your kit. And it's been $500 for a while. But between now and close of business on Wednesday, it's $700. So for $129, you get to pick $700 worth of jewelry of your choice. And that's your jewelry. It's your jewelry. So pick what you like, pick what you love, whatever. Then you schedule a show, obviously.
Right.
And we can do it however you prefer. Some people would like online, some people want in person. But we want to do that for you, which is unusual. We need to get in there and do that show for you because we
Right.
want you making money right away. So we will do your first show, because usually what holds people back is just intimidation. What if I don't know how to do it? Well, we know how to do it. So we'll go in and do your
Right.
show and you get paid. So now what's really cool about that, you guys, is you get the paycheck and you get the hostess credit that we just talked about.
Right.
So you're walking away with way more than $700 in jewelry, but you're also walking away with a paycheck that's probably around $300
Yeah.
at the least. And that is like, so I know it made a difference to my husband at the time when he saw my paycheck. They think we're going to get paid in jewelry, or we're just going to spend all our money on the new business or whatever. But when you can show, okay, look, there's $129 on our credit card. I got to pick out $700 in jewelry for that. Plus, I'm getting this paycheck for $300, so I just paid myself back. Plus, I get this other jewelry as a hostess. Now, tell me how this and if I never do another thing, that's the way it goes. Now, who took the risk? Park Lane.
Park Lane did.
Park Lane. Yes. Yes.
Park
They
Lane
believe
did.
in what they have to offer. So, and that 100, it comes with weight. The number one reason people don't do things, I already just said this a little bit, is but fear. And what
Right.
Janine just kind of alluded to earlier, like we have everything here ready for you. We have a cut and paste business if you want it for social media. All of the images, all you do is take them and paste them and give it a try.
It's literally plug and play. I think we've gotten to a point with this industry in your organization where it's truly plug and play. If you want to learn more, you want to talk to your stylist who invited you tonight, he or she would be more than happy to answer your questions. I'm going to drop the Google document into the chat right now. It's also in the description of this video. We do a live every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. And what we want you to do is fill that Google form out, because what's the most important thing for these gals and guys to do, Mary Grace? Contact their stylist and say, I'll do a party.
Oh yeah.
Try it.
If you guys, if you're on the, even if you're not on the edge, if you're like, no, I never want to do this, at least have a show.
At
You'll
least
make
have a
someone
show.
so happy. Yeah.
Yeah, at least have a show.
And your friends will love it, and they can
Yeah.
shop from their seat, not from their feet. And it's like a service that you can provide for people. It really is.
Everybody needs a little girls' night, little guys' night out. Have a show with your stylist. Make he or she very, very happy. And join us next week right here at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Bring your friends, and we'll be giving away another curated package of jewelry next week. Thank you so much, Mary Grace. We appreciate having you.
Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.